What's up, guys? I'm Cody Brockway, and you are watching Brockway's Vinyl Bites. Yeah, this is a bit of a different setting, isn't it? That's right, because myself and the lovely camera woman, Mrs. Tara O'Reilly,
Yeah.
we are in Ottawa, Ontario. That's right, we came out here because we're going to see a concert in a couple of days. Of course, I will do a video where we talk about the gig. But right now, just as far as I've been in Ottawa the last 2 days with Tara, I bought some records, as you can see. So I'm going to go through everything that I've got so far because, well, it's not just records. There's some cool action, like music, action collectible figures and CDs and DVDs and such. So enough of my yip-yapping. We're going to go on and we're going to talk about it right here. Check this out. The Aces High Eddie. This will go perfectly up on my Iron Maiden wall in the man cave. Pretty cool. And, I'm a Metallica fan. I got the Cliff Burton action figure there. I'll open this up and maybe I'll show it off in another video at another time. Very cool.
Sorry, that's the chair. That's not me farting. I'm just going to put that out there now.
It could be either one. I'm just saying. No and Tara, right? But this is a magazine that came out a little while ago. It's Metallica, the 30th anniversary event. Of course, Metallica has just turned 40 recently, so this is pretty old. This is from Metal Hammer, but it also has a 7-inch 45 in it as well, so that's really cool. Haven't opened it up yet, but yeah, wow, very awesome. Okay, now we get on to some of the records. The newly re-released Rush counterparts, and I believe it's on clear vinyl. Special double vinyl edition with side 4 etching. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. And of course, this is one that I did not have in my collection, but I'm grateful that I do now. I love Rush. Ontario up in this. Woo-hoo! Oh, another Cliff Burton thingy-majig. Really cool. Love Cliff. R.I.P. Got this Nickelback CD. I'm a big Nickelback fan. And this is one that was missing from my collection. And okay, a totally different left turn here, but Donny Hathaway, the original album series. We've got 5 albums from Donny. Like him a lot. Very cool. If you like Stevie Wonder and you haven't heard Donny Hathaway, you should check out Donny Hathaway. That's just all there is to it. Really cool. There's going to be some people like Matt Brown watching this and go, yeah, Donnie, awesome. All right, got a couple of CDs. So we went to lots of record stores. We went to the Record Center. We went to Legend Records, where you're going to see in this whole box is Legend Record stuff. And I got this CD, Mild Connections, and it's Phil Collins, Gary Moore, and Rod Argent. That's really sweet. I had no idea about its existence before. I got a couple of really cool Gary Moore things, and obviously, I love Phil Collins, and Rod Argent is great as well. So this is really cool to have this. And of course, the original master recording of Rick Wakeman's Journey to the Center of the Earth, a really rare find, ultra disc pressing, mobile fidelity, Sound Lab. This would have been done at some point in the 90s. This would have came out. Really cool. And this Asia Live at the London Forum CD from, what year is this? Mid-2000s. Really cool. An official bootleg, unedited soundboard recording. Very cool. Asia was a great band. Of course, this is the classic lineup of Steve Howe, Carl Palmer, Jeff Downes, and John Wetton. Really cool. And yeah, I guess as we'll go through the CDs here before we talk about the record. UFO Mechanics. UFO, No Place to Run. Great band. I love these guys. Simon Collins, for those who don't know, this is Phil Collins' son. So the album is called All of Who You Are. I haven't heard it yet, but I bet it's awesome. Simon is a great talent, just like his father. King Crimson, Epitaph. And what this is a collection of performances of King Crimson from 1969. So you get the BBC radio sessions, you get them live at the Fillmore East, live at the Fillmore West, and more Fillmore West 1969 So Greg Lake, Michael Giles, Robert Fripp, you get the idea. Pretty cool. We got any more CDs before we get into the DVDs? Yes, we do. Okay, so this is just a really cool thing that'll go on my box set at home. The 2007 remix of Genesis and the self-titled 1983 album with the DVD and all that fun stuff. I have it already, but there's a couple of scratches, so I saw that out in the wild, and it's like, oh yeah, I should probably get that just because, you know, I'm a big Genesis fan. Speaking of Genesis, there's Steve Hackett and there's Steve Howe, both gracing the cover of Guitar Player magazine. This would have been a really old one. This probably would have been from when they were in GTR in 1986. Really cool. Yeah, I love it. And there's a free poster inside. Of course, not everyone loves the GTR album, fair enough, but this magazine, what a cool collector piece. Got a couple of DVDs we'll show here. The Moody Blues, The Threshold of a Dream, live at the Isle of Wight Festival. So this would have been recorded in 1970, around the time they would have done the Children's Children album. Really cool. Rick Wakeman at the Hampton Court Palace doing The Six Wives of Henry VIII in 2009. Yeah, awesome. Surprisingly, I didn't have this one already, but it's Metallica and the original S&M DVD. Showing off my metal side here, of course, with Lamb of God and Philadelphia. Full concert. Lots of cool bonus features and all that. Meshuggah and Alive. Of course, it's a DVD and CD. From, what year is this from? 2010. And it's cool because there's actually select performances here that were done in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Very cool. And Jethro Tull, when the stand-up lineup had reunited for a brief moment in 2001, it was recorded and put on DVD and CD, and here it is. Living with the Past. Now we get on to the records. Oh, there's a couple more CDs here. Okay, Jeff Shoka, if you're watching this, I want to show you this, and all you other Yes fans out there. This is a really unique, the very best of Yes compilation. Of course, the company that put this out is called Blue Line. I don't know anything about them, but the price was right, and it was just a really cool release. It's got a CD and a DVD. So I don't know anything about this just yet, but I'm a big Yes fan, and it's like, yeah, cool. Gotta have. Iron Maiden, a real live dead one, just to complete the collection, but a really good live album nonetheless, with the Eddie spine. Pretty cool. And Steve Hackett with John Wetton, Chester Thompson, Ian McDonald, and Julian Kolbeck, the Tokyo Tapes live in Japan. I've had the CD and vinyl of this, but now to have the DVD to match is really cool. It's a great performance. If you haven't heard of it, check it out. All right, what you've been waiting for now, folks, is the vinyl. That's right. Tara and I actually found a couple of really odd Peter Hammill things, and this is one of them. She bought another one. Of course, you'll see that in her video on Spin in Prog right here on YouTube. Go check it out after this video. Just go and subscribe to her channel if you haven't done so already. But yeah, one of my Peter Hammill finds is Sitting Targets on vinyl here. What year did this come out? 1981. Really cool. Peter Hammill. I'm still pretty new to Peter Hammill solo stuff. And for the Yes fans, of course. This is the single for Order of the Universe from Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, and Howe. Of course, on the other side, the first side is like a long edit of that. And then the other side is Fist of Fire and Order of the Universe, short edit. Really cool. Look at that stage. Awesome. Would have been awesome to see them live, don't you think, Tara?
Oh my god, yeah.
To see John Anderson in any capacity would be great. Okay, so I have this album already, but this is a British import of Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Trilogy album. It's on a really cool label. One that even Tara hadn't seen before. It's the Island Records. Pretty sweet. And we found the original Gentle Giant album from 1970. This was awesome. Of course, if you're here in North America like me, When the album Three Friends got printed over here, it used the exact same artwork, but it said Three Friends across his forehead. So when I found this on the Vertigo label, just said Gentle Giant, I'm like, I better make sure that this doesn't have the Three Friends songs on it, and it doesn't! It has Funny Ways, it has Giant, it has Alucard, it is the first album, and I'm so happy. This is a great record, I love it very much, and I had it on CD, I'm so glad to finally have it on vinyl, and I think Tara and I are going to wear that one out. What else we got? Okay, so back to the Legend Records stuff. If you're in the Ottawa area, really worth checking this place out. We got Jethro Tull and Rock Island. Pretty sweet. Mint condition. A whole bunch of Merillion, which is really awesome. So we've got the Season's End original pressing. Something you don't come by very often. Great album. Merillion Besides Themselves. So this is all like the B-sides and stuff that they had in their early days, like Freaks, Grendel, Charting the Single, Three Boats Down from the Candy, and a live version of Margaret. Really cool. All the best freaks are here. One of my favorite Merillion albums right here. Clutching at Straws, the last one with the original singer Fish. Love this record. It's a very, very good album. Cool picture of the band and company on the back. Awesome. Gary Moore. I've been hanging out with the Irish so much. Got to get some Gary Moore in my collection. He was awesome. So this is the anthology. It's a nice double LP. Lots of Gary Moore goodness going on here. Back on the Streets. Yeah, absolutely. And this is, okay, so in the early 70s, there was the Charisma label. You guys watching Brockway's Final Bites know this, but Genesis was on the Charisma record label, so was Vandergraaf Generator, and Lindisfarne, and The Nice, and Peter Hammill, and Monty Python, and there's a whole collection of all of those guys right here on this Charisma offering. Really cool, glad I found this. The songs on here, there's some really awesome choices. There's Intermezzo from The Nice, there's German from Peter Hammill, there's Killer from Vandergraaf Generator, there's Return of the Giant Hogweed, there's also some music from Rare Bird, Audience, Lindisfarne, all the Charisma bands of the time. Rare Bird, wow, good one. And continuing on, Mike at Legend Records was nice enough to give me a couple of Metallica stickers. Pretty cool. I know exactly where these will be going. And a patch. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Mike. Thin Lizzy, Roisin Dove, but of course over here that is Black Rose. And look who's playing guitar on it. That's right, Gary Moore. Awesome. And what a great band they were. Oh, love this record so much. And of course this has Tara's favorite song of Thin Lizzy, I believe, is Roisin Dove, a rock legend. And of course, written by Phil Lynott and Gary Moore.
Just turn it around there. Can we just appreciate how Scott Gorham looks like a lady on the back of this? Like a glamorous woman.
You gotta look at Gary Moore's.
Look at that pout.
Mick Jagger impersonation.
And then there's Brian Downey looking like he doesn't know where he is.
And there's Phil being all mysterious as he does,
Mr.
right?
Cool.
There's tons more Thin Lizzy in this box, trust me. But in order to get to that, you got to get through some more prog. So you got Camel with a really cool alternate album cover for their Mirage album. Yeah, very happy to own this. Oh, love it so much. Lady Fantasy. Wow. And my favorite Camel album. Actually, this one's pretty damn awesome, but Moon Madness. And another alternate cover. Really sweet. Oh, that's the proper cover on the inside. Gotta love how they do these things in North America sometimes, right? But yeah, love this record so much. Lunar Sea, one of my favorites. Moon Madness. There's the whole band. Excellent stuff. Budgie. Now, Budgie's a really rare band, but you know, Metallica were big fans. They covered Crash Course in Brain Surgery, which of course is not on any of these albums, but it's Budgie, good 70s hard rock, so I picked them up. They were a good price. You got Bandolier, an original copy of the Budgie album. And this one is just self-titled, I believe, And this was actually printed in Brazil. So pretty cool. Look at that. You just don't come by that very often. Absolutely fantastic. More Thin Lizzy. Thin Lizzy Killers Live. I had never seen this one before, but this would have been from the Chinatown era of the band. So the songs on here, you got Bad Reputation, you got Chinatown, Got to Give It Up. Of course, that's from Roisin Dove, but great stuff. And I'd say that Gary Moore's on this. Anyway, great stuff. I haven't heard it yet, but absolutely fantastic. And a lot of the stuff was recorded live in Dublin. Very cool. Okay, I'm a Billy Sheehan freak, of course, as you know. And when I found these Talus albums, I nearly lost my mind. All you Billy Sheehan fans out there, I actually did an interview with him on this channel, Brockways Vinyl Bites, a couple months ago. But this was his band. Of course, you got Billy Sheehan on bass, you got Paul Varga and Dave Constantino. Pretty cool. So this album is Sink Your Teeth Into That, and this other Talus record is Live Speed on Ice. Mitch Perry, Phil Narrow. Oh yes, we know Phil Narrow. Mark Miller and Billy Sheehan. Awesome. Can't wait to put these on my turntable. Brilliant stuff. More Thin Lizzy and Bad Reputation. Love this record. Very, very good. Hammill make another return, and the Snow Goose. This is just another one you don't find every day. Great record. This just came out for Record Store Day. This is Queen at Delane Leah. Well, this is the Delane Leah demos. Of course, this would have been for their first album when they were doing songs like Keep Yourself Alive, The Night Comes Down, Great King Rat, Jesus, and Liar. Liar is one of my all-time favorite Queen songs. But this is the 2024 mix of the demos for their first album. This will be really interesting to hear. Martin Barr from Jethro Tull put out a solo album a couple years ago, so I picked it up on a whim because I love Martin Barr and Jethro Tull. Might as well check out some of his solo stuff. This is The Meeting. This is a reissue of an older album, I believe. Yeah, this came out in 1996, but it got reissued in 2019. On blue vinyl, can't beat it. Very cool. Peter Hammill makes another return with his first solo album, The Silent Corner and the Empty Stage. I have this on CD. The cover's a little bit beat up, but the vinyl's in great shape, and it's an excellent album. Willie. Wilhelmina, one of my favorite tracks on this. Love this album. And it's on the Mad Hatter Charisma label. Very cool. Love that. Peter Hammill. And we go back to the hard rock of Thin Lizzy and Live and Dangerous. I had the CD box set of this, but I didn't have it on vinyl, so might as well. I got it for a really good price. Of course, with Mike being my friend at Legend Records. Really cool. Support your local record shops, people. Very good. Love this album. It really is a dangerously good live album, just saying. A couple from Brand X that I didn't have before. Of course, this is the jazz fusion band that Phil Collins was in the mid-70s when he wasn't busy with Genesis. So you got Masks and Do They Hurt? Another Peter Hammill solo one called Over. Of course, this is a UK import. Really cool. And Camel, Stationary Traveler. All right, folks. That does it for my so far vinyl haul while we're in Ottawa. I'll see you when I come back home and we'll talk about the concert. Don't forget to check out Tara's channel, Spin Prog. She's going to be doing a whole vlog about the Ottawa trip and the big train concert that we're going to see. I'll do a little concert review, but the main thing will be on her channel, so check that out. Very cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you like what you saw here, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Be respectful, of course. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time right here on Brockways Vinyl Bites, and don't forget to rock on.